What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, we're gonna study FBA. We're gonna go into an FBA channel, and we're gonna listen to what it is that they say they want, what their mission is, what they're about, so we can have clarification, right? Because there are some people in FBA that say they're not a xenophobic hate group meant with a mission to divide, but the stated goal of FBA is to delineate, to separate, to divide. Okay, so who we're going to explore today is a up-and-coming FBA content creator. His name is Hoodsmart. I'm assuming his name is Hoodsmart, right, to say that in reference to people who live in the hood, he would be considered intelligent. So we're going to see what this intelligent Hoodsmart brother has to say. Without further ado, let's go.
Different for a lot of these people. I don't know. I don't think that they understand that America is about to take a huge shift. Black Americans are now entering the chat.
He said Black Americans are now entering the chat as if we have not been the topic of the chat this entire time. We have literally been in the building since the building was blueprinted to be constructed. We are literally and have always been in the chat. So Hoodsmart is just now becoming aware, right, of black political activity. And so he's excited that, you know, we are now in the building. We're in the chat. We have arrived. We're here.
Black Americans are now entering the chat. You see what I'm saying? We are now entering the chat. We're here. We pulled up. You know, we pulled up late, but we're here.
He's saying that we black people pulled up late to this event, when I would have to say, yes, black people normally show up at events late, but usually those are events of celebration, because black time, Caribbean time, African time, it's all the same time, right? It's the proper time, right? But when it comes to business, when it comes to getting things done and getting on the battlefield, black people are always 15 minutes early. We're the first to fight. So, you know, his reference to showing up late, I don't agree with, because we only show up late to parties and fellowship events. But when it comes to serious business, we show up 15 minutes prior.
Now our agenda is, the rhetoric is getting known of what we're doing, who we are, what we're trying to accomplish.
So what their agenda and what they're trying to accomplish is they're trying to separate African Americans away from Caribbeans and continental Africans. And they want to have a distinguished and recognized ethnic group that is distinguishable from all the other black people who look exactly like them, because they are confused when they see other black people, and they would like people to identify themselves so they can know who it is they're talking to and put them in their proper place in society. So delineation and separation is the mission, is the goal, and that's what they want to explain to us. Okay.
That's the whole, that was the whole point. To be honest, I said we got a W already. We still got work to do, but we got a W already.
They're saying that they've already won, right? The same way Donald Trump has already won the Iran war. FBA are saying that they have won something. I don't know what it is they won, but they're pretty happy about it.
We just wanted us to be recognized as a separate group of people.
So he wants African Americans to be recognized as a separate group of people. He wants African Americans, who are the most famous group of African people, who are the most distinct African people, who are the most popular African people, who are the most recognized African people, who are the most admired African people on the planet, and who also get preferential treatment when traveling around the world as a black person because they are African Americans. This guy, Hoodsmart, says that's all they really wanted, even though we've already had that. But I guess if you stay in the hood and you don't travel, you don't know that. So he's just coming to that awareness, or he didn't know that we already had that distinction. So they're fighting for it now. That's what I'm gathering.
That's it. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. The tangibles will come, but that's all we needed, to be separated from everybody else and to let it known that we're not with that umbrella of black anymore. That's all we wanted.
So what he's saying is he's just letting it be known that these particular African Americans who have formed an FBA lineage-based cult group, they want everybody to know that they are not with unification. They are not with working with their brothers and sisters who happen to have different accents, different ethnic origins. They're not. They want to make it clear that this lineage-based cult group called FBA does not want to have anything to do with Africans, Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, Afro-Arabs, Afro-Europeans at all. So if they call themselves FBA, they do not want to have anything to do with you. They don't mind white folks. They love white folks. But you, because of everything you supposedly have done to them in their own mind, they want nothing to do with you. And they're making it very clear.
Personally, I don't care if these immigrants stay or they go. I don't care. That's not the point. The point was for us to pull up and say, hey, we competing too. We in this race too.
It seems like they want the respect of a competitor, and they believe that other groups do not believe that they are also in the competition of economics. So they want to let all black people know that they are also in the building and that they are competing for the scraps or the crumbs of the pie left over for us by the rich white folks in suits. They just want you to know that they are in competition with you, black people specifically. You immigrants who come to America and take all the jobs that they are not qualified, FBA, are not qualified to be employed at, because most of the jobs that highly educated immigrants who come over here on a visa that they got because of their education and their capabilities, they're not competing in the same job markets as people who subscribe to FBA. They're not in the same job market. I don't think so. Okay, let's continue.
But we got a voice too. That's all we're saying. And that alone fucks up the whole game plan for everybody.
A point of pride for FBA is that their activities are, quote unquote, fucking it up for everybody. And I guess that is their tactic to, quote unquote, fucking it up for everybody. Somehow they're going to get, I guess, some tangibles out of that. I guess they figure that their actions are going to slow down Pan-Africanism, which is the unification of black people globally, both politically, socially, economically, right? Despite their ethnic, religious, or linguistic backgrounds, you know, they are the opposite, right? And they just want to let us know that they are the opposite, you know, for all those who are confused. So yeah, that's what he's saying. Okay, let's continue.
See what I'm saying? That fucks up the game plan for everybody because it throws everybody off. See what I'm saying? It throws off the Democrat Party. It throws off the Republican Party. They have to switch up their rhetorics now. We got Kamala Harris talking about being more transactional. We got Donald Trump saying, all right, we know black Americans don't like African American. Y'all want black American? Okay, that's what I'm going to call you, black American.
So the new rhetoric is that the Democrats are changing their rhetoric and the Republicans are changing their rhetoric, which the Republicans have not changed their rhetoric. They've been talking the same xenophobic, hateful, racist stuff this entire time. So I'm not quite sure what news he's watching, maybe Fox. The Democrats, they haven't changed any rhetoric because they still sound just as weak and lame as they always have. So I'm not quite sure what he's talking about, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about. Kamala already had a plan for black Americans. I don't think they read that. I don't think they read that at all, even though it was plastered on the website, plastered all around the internet. It was, you know, spoke upon on many campaign rallies, but they didn't hear any of that. They didn't hear that. They didn't see that. They were too busy talking trash about black women, some of them, They're too busy kissing Donald Trump's ass or following a Trump fad or trying to figure out how to make money off YouTube by disrespecting black women or black people in general. That's what they were doing. So I think they must have missed the memo of Kamala Harris' plan. And I'm sure they missed all of Donald Trump's speeches and all the non-plans that he never had, that he said he was going to have in 2 weeks. They missed all of that. But I mean, they think that they are in fact making progress. So let's continue on.
Right. Exactly. So the rhetoric is switching, whether these immigrants want to accept it or not. But the dynamic of America is changing and it's not going to look the same. All right, let me go ahead and get a couple people. I know Big Zaza say you want to come on here. Hey, nigga, don't be on here. Hey, nigga, don't be talking crazy about these niggas, bro.
What you're about to hear is one of his guests. Okay, now keep in mind, remember when I told you that the social media commentators who call themselves FBA are just slightly smarter than the people that follow them, okay? And you will hear the level of intelligence in the callers that are about to call in, all right? So prepare yourselves. Don't be shocked. Just prepare yourself for a high level of ignorance.
Hey, man, I just want to say this, bro. Thank God for not letting me being born in Africa. Thank God for not letting me be from the diaspora. Thank God for letting me, like, being in America. Thank God for not letting my hair be nappy as hell. Thank God I didn't have to grow up wearing Jesus sandals. Thank God my people invented Black Wall Street, Philadelphia, Oscarville, Georgia, Rosewood, Florida, the Harlem Renaissance, the lottery, moonshine, heart surgery, stoplights.
Heart surgery.
Look, instead of building huts and looking at mirrors and finally seeing your face and let people take your land, right? It's easy to trick Africans. We'll give y'all some mirrors. They're like, oh, wow, I never seen my face ever.
Be clear. This is FBA. This is the rhetoric that FBA comes online every day and spews into the ether. This is 100% FBA. If you call yourself FBA, this is the company that you keep. If you call yourself FBA, you are guilty by association because you are associated with these people. If you are married to the term FBA, you will be married to these type of people that have these type of attitudes and this level of education. Keep that in mind. There's no getting around it.
That motherfucker was shocked. He seen his face. But hey, look, they was shocked as hell, bro. They're like, oh, this is what I look like? Yeah. And I'm gonna take your land, you dumb motherfucker. Hey, how do y'all let fucking South Africa? Nelson Mandela was a weak-ass leader. How you get out of jail and then shake your enemy hand?
Ladies and gentlemen, the American educational system.
I locked all their ass up. Like, what the fuck? Hey, shout out to Trump for getting Nelson Mandela an airplane.
Notice the love for Trump. Notice the love and indifference of all the things Trump's doing to black people as they use Trump as a mascot for their perceived coolness and delineation and worthiness and validation.
His own people. Y'all got 54 countries. Y'all can't even come together. Y'all be having tribal wars. Hey, everybody.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Big Zaza. I appreciate you. God damn. Oh, what's going on? Talk to me, what's good?
I want you to notice the vernacular. I want you to notice that they don't have a vocabulary. Now, there's a time and a place to utilize strong cultural slang or AVE, right? But when you're talking about serious topics, or you're trying to talk about a serious ideology, or you're trying to persuade or move people, or you're talking to the masses, you're supposed to use a certain level of sophistication in your communication, right? I want you to notice that none of these people who call themselves FBA use that. The only one I would say that uses high level vocabulary at the max would be Dennis Sperling, and yeah, that's it. Dennis Sperling, yeah, that's it. What's
going on, man? I ain't gonna, Nelson wasn't our people, but I ain't gonna say he was necessarily a sellout. Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, like I say, a couple people, they got a couple gangsters or a couple riders. Their problem is they never follow the blueprint of their revolutionaries. They don't follow the blueprint of the people who laid it out. They kind of sort of get off track.
He didn't know what to say because he didn't say anything right there. He didn't say nothing at all.
Hey man, this is what I wanted to say, y'all. We ain't late. We right on time. If we would have tried this in 2012, we wasn't on code enough. We would have ate ourselves alive, right? We wasn't on code enough. But now we understand that we got other enemies other than our main op. Shoot, we on code, we falling on code. It's a natural order. It's happening organically. And it's going down, and it's going down very, very fast. So we ain't late. We about to get our bread and we about to put this stuff together. We ain't late, y'all. We on time. A couple years ago, we'd have been saying something, you'd have had more niggas than we got now talking about, no, we African, man. What, you want to keep sending 10 cents a day over there? When we got to take care of some business right here now? Now we on code. We going to keep our dime at home and make our streets look better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all. Like I said, delineation is right on time. But like I said, with the Dr. Claude Anderson rhetoric, it's the group economics that's a little bit late. That's all we're saying, because too many people came into the country already and already set up shop, got into our political offices and whatnot, and made it harder for us to practice group economics.
I make you listen to any more of that. I'm sorry that you even had to listen to that much. But as you can clearly see, these are people who don't know what they're talking about. They have cell phones and they're getting on camera because it's the thing to do. And as you can see, this guy, Hoodsmart, all right, is just slightly smarter than the ones calling in, but I'm not sure, because even he didn't have much to say to add to the conversation when his guests were calling in, spewing their unintelligent filth. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all this is FBA. If you call yourself FBA, these are your people. These are your leaders. They're self-appointed, right? These are the creme de la creme of your community. And these are the people who represent you if you're FBA. So if you're FBA, you call yourself FBA, even I've never heard anybody in real life say the word FBA. I have never heard FBA with my real ears outside of the social media atmosphere, because in real life, nobody even knows what the fuck that is. That's the truth. Because most people are not on YouTube, and most people never heard of Tariq Nasheed, and that's just the truth as well. So despite all the hoopla, they really are not nothing but a loud, ignorant super minority that are being allowed to fester by those who think ignoring an infection is going to make that infection go away. And in fact, you must treat the infection while it's small, so you don't allow it to spread to the point to where it's a serious condition. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.